Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 5 of River City Ransom EX. And today, we are going to go after Slick. We might as well finish the storyline off, because we really don't have much left to do. And more importantly, the only thing we have left to do is take care of the last couple of bosses, which they aren't going to be much trouble due to the fact that I am at max stats. Believe me, it may take a while for you to get max stats, but it takes a good bit for you to actually get way too hurt. Now, here's the deal with Ivan. Ivan's headbutt maneuver, the torpedo headbutt that I did, that's going to be one of the hardest things to deal with. But Ivan has some high defense, so you got to be careful with him. But more importantly, and that was, by the way, the maneuver that was used by Turk. That's what I also bought from the store. Now, the reason why I am purposely running into the wall is because of reputation. Now, reputation means a lot, and I just raised my reputation from constantly running into the wall. And since I saved Ivan, saved Ivan's sister, this is actually going to be a mandatory thing. You can just, it's not really mandatory, you can reject Ivan, but if you add Ivan to your party and don't have Ryan in your party, you'll be able to have Tex once you get up to him. But if you have Ryan in your party and you have Ivan in your party, you'll see soon enough that Tex is not going to be an issue. So yeah, you can breeze through this game depending on who you have in your party. God forbid if you have zombies. And the only reason why enemies are saying, I hate you, is because of the fact that I have probably a high foul play. That's what it is. And here's Otis. Now, if you have any zombies on your team, Otis is going to be baffled as to why they joined. And actually, it'll be pretty easy to deal with Otis if you have 3 zombies on your team. Now, if Thor's on your team, Otis will pretty much talk a lot of smack about Thor, and will more than likely get angry at the fact that Thor is there. I probably won't show that off because that means I'd have to try to go and recruit Thor. But for all the bosses that you can recruit, I don't think you can recruit Benny and Clyde. But you can recruit Ivan, as you can see. You can recruit Tex. You can recruit Thor. You can recruit any of the zombies, which is Blade, Mojo, Turk, Jesse. And you can also recruit Rex as well. I think there's like 2 others I have to show off in the last part, because they are like Alex solo specific and Ryan solo specific. And yeah, you can also try to recruit, I don't know if you can recruit Rocco. I don't think you can recruit Rocco, and I don't think you can recruit Moose. But there's like 2 other events left. Other than that, that's pretty much all I gotta show in the last part. Is like the 2 or 3 or maybe 5 other characters that I can unlock. I say 5 because the generic dudes, if you beat them, their boss will show up, and once you beat them, they'll pretty much be available. So now that we cleared up the first floor, we just gotta clear up the second floor of the plague. And look at Ivan! Ivan is kicking ass and taking names. By the way, that maneuver Ivan's done is a purchasable move. Just thought I'd point that out to all of you. And Ivan, oh my god! This dude! Just think, you weren't able to recruit the bad guys in the NES version. Game Boy Advance? That just made this a whole lot easier. And by the way, this is Tex, the leader of the Cowboys. He's not going to actually attack you. However, if you had Ryan not on your team... Oh, I was checking to see if Cyndi was there. But no, she's actually on the floor with the Dragon Twins. But as I was saying, if Ryan wasn't there, Tex would have actually joined your party. And if it was you, Tex, and Ivan versus the Dragon Twins, Otis will appear for a rematch. Or if any of the zombie leaders showed up, the Dragon Twins will have Otis to come in. So, with that said, there's not much left. Except for the guys that I have to try to recruit in Part 6, which will be the finale. But whatever the case, you can also change the behavior of the enemies from, random, or not enemies, I meant your friends, from random to so-so or to good. If you change them to good, they'll be more honorable, they'll wait for the enemy to finish talking, and more importantly, they won't attack. So they'll try to work towards your good reputation. See? And the Dragon Twins, well, they have a hurricane kick. And also they have an uppercut as well. And yeah, that theme will sound very familiar to all of you. That is literally Double Dragon's theme. So yeah, this is a better rendition for it because the music for this game is really damn good. Considering it's on the GBA, where for some reason every GBA game has a lot of damn horns. Oh, and for the record, you can eliminate one Dragon Twin. They're not going to get back up, unlike in River City Ransom for the NES. Yeah, but you do have to eliminate both of them. That's the only way for you to completely defeat the Dragon Twins. And they do give off a good chunk of money. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. Once you beat the Dragon Twins, there's no going back. Actually, once you get into school, there's no going back either. So there's Cyndi. And by the way, I was talking about the Jenny event. Cyndi would already be saved because Jenny would come and rescue her. So, with that said, Cyndi is gone, and while she said, yeah, she loves her, let's not forget that I just played River City Ransom Underground not too long ago, as a matter of fact. So now, here we are, final level, or final battle, actually. This is Slick. And unlike before, where they had barely any weapons, there are weapons everywhere, and for good reason. Not to knock out Slick with, but weapons so that Slick can use his telekinesis to whack them against your head. I mean, the ladders would work, but here's the thing. The less weapons that are in Slick's range, the better. Because once he throws those weapons, good God, it is going to be dangerous. And holy crap! Ivan is doing the most damage to this guy! There is just no freaking way that... I mean, Slick is gone. Slick is done. It's only been a minute into the fight. And by the way, this translation has a lot to offer because, see, here's the thing. Atlus thought that they were going to make a sequel to this game. So, they had the translation just actually say that Slick was taught by somebody And that person was supposed to come in. And by the way, I am sorry once again for the way this was rendered. It cut off half of the dialogue. I mean, I can't really help that. But Atlas was going to prepare for a sequel to this. And the sequel would have had you to deal with the master and all that stuff of Slick. However, here's the problem. Atlas did not have permission to make this game in the first place. So this is a one and done deal. So the guy who actually made the game eventually made River City Ransom Underground with the help of Arc System Works. So there you have it, folks. That is the storyline of the game, but we're, honest to God, not done yet. Because again, there are optional fights I have to show off, as well as optional party members and optional events. It's going to be a small part just like this one. This was just like a one and done thing. And then after that, when I'm done with River City Ransom, and by the way, this was a really good game. Probably better than the SNES. The only thing is, the whole recruiting gangs can be a little bit troublesome if you don't know anything about reputation. And one of the things to get it is to run into a wall for reputation. But, as I was saying, in the finale, I'll show off all the optional party members and fights, and also events. And that'll probably end River City Ransom EX. And on Friday, it'll be the start of Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. This is RVman985. Peace out.